Everyone has felt emotions like stress, depression, and anxiety. We all want to find inner peace, so we don't experience those emotions as often. But what exactly is inner peace? How can we find it? Inner peace is often associated with things like religion and spirituality, but you don't have to be religious or spiritual to find it. Inner peace is a state to achieve and improve upon. When you have inner peace, you accept everything from your life to your career, so you can improve yourself and change for the better. You're able to achieve happiness by reconnecting with yourself. Now that you know what inner peace is, let's go over how to achieve it. The philosopher Nietzsche believed that we must look beyond hope and values in order to achieve inner peace. You might think this seems crazy, but hear me out. You see, hope seems like something positive. After all, who wouldn't want to hope for a better future or better outcome? The thing is though, hope is actually something destructive. The same hope that brings great joy is the same thing that creates the most destruction. The only reason why hope exists is because something is messed up. Hope is all about rejecting the current situation. If something isn't messed up, you wouldn't hope for something. If you were stuck at a dead-end job working for a boss you didn't like, you most likely would hope for a better future where you had a different career. On the other hand, if you had your dream job, you wouldn't have that same hope. Hope itself is one of the reasons why you might be feeling stressed or anxious. If you're hoping for one outcome, you become restless, and the idea of not getting that outcome makes you stressed. Being attached to a certain outcome greatly disturbs your inner peace. Nietzsche believed that in order to have inner peace, one must practice amor fati, or loving one's fate. My formula for greatness in a human being is amor fati, that one wants nothing to be different, not forward, not backward, not in all eternity. Not merely bear what is necessary, still less conceal it. All idealism is mendacity in the face of what is necessary, but love it. It means you should accept everything that happens in your life, the highs and the lows, the suffering and the joy. It also means you should hope for nothing. Don't hope for more happiness or less suffering. Instead of hoping for better, you should be better. If this still sounds a bit confusing, I suggest you give Mark Manson's book, Everything is F, since I got inspired to make this video after reading that book. In the previous part, I explained how hoping for something and being attached to the outcome disturbs your inner peace. Your inner peace is disturbed because you're focused on the future and its possible outcomes. The thing is though, you can't control the future and you should instead focus on the present. No one knows what the future holds, but yet your mind might keep trying to predict what happens, which causes you to stress and be anxious. If you were to practice loving your fate, you would stress less and be more at peace. Practicing amor fati doesn't mean just sit around and not do anything. It means you should make the best out of every moment. Instead of hoping for a certain outcome, be better. You work towards your goals with everything you got, and if the outcome isn't what you wanted, you will still accept the outcome regardless. Let's say you quit your job to finally start your business. If your business takes off and becomes a success, that's awesome. If you end up struggling to get it off the ground, make the best out of the current situation. You never know what opportunities might show up. When you practice amor fati, you're in a position where you're more calm. If and when things do get really bad, you can still remain calm and accept the outcome. When you accept what happens to you, you come to understand that many things are outside your control, especially terrible outcomes. Everything occurs for a reason, and it is up to you to see the reason as something positive. This way, you don't let emotions like stress and anxiety waste your energy. Like many practices, this sounds very simple, but it can be hard to pull off. One thing that can help you accept whatever outcome happens is knowing the truth about happiness. When researchers tried studies on happiness, they would ask people how happy they felt on a scale of 1 to 10. They found out that most people gave an answer of 7. When good things happened in their lives, happiness levels went up, while happiness levels shot down when bad things happened. The interesting thing is that after a while, those that experienced a positive or negative event had their happiness go back down to the baseline of 7 when they were asked how happy they were a few months or so later. We are never fully happy or unhappy all the time. Things are always fine, but it could be better. No matter what happens to you in life, you will be fine. Everything will be okay. We might not know what the future holds, but you will be fine. It doesn't make sense to waste all your energy worrying about what happens in the future. Another thing that can help is journaling. At the end of the day, Write down what happened to you. How did you feel? This will let you get in touch with your feelings and let you see if you're practicing amor fati. It is okay to feel happy or angry at something in the moment, but the real test is if you accept the outcome at the end of the day when you're reviewing what happened. With enough journaling and practice, you can eventually learn to accept the outcome and achieve more inner peace. Have you ever heard of amor fati? Leave a comment below and check out the video shown on the end screen if you like this video and want more content.